world. Hi everyone, how you all doing? I hope you're all well. Here we are. We are on live. We are coming to you live. And yes, who are we? We are called the Voice of Hope. We are in a program called Thrice I Fell, Stroke the Voice of Hope. What is this as it is? Thrice I Fell and Stroke the Voice of Hope. It's a program. It's a true story actually of an icon. Thrice I Fell, Stroke the Voice of Hope. It's a story from a book that was written by a particular woman and an author, a mother, an auntie, a sister, name it, a wife, and definitely is a human being who is coming to the rest and sharing her story with you all. How are you all doing? Banange muwele mujje muwulire emboozi eri wano. Waliwo omukyala azze n'akaboozi azoba n'ekiboozi tukiikira ekiboozi naye azze atugambe ekyabeera ku bulamu bwe, azze atunnyonnyole program eno gye tuliko is called Thrice I Fell, Stroke the Voice of Hope. Your host, I am called Namara Hope. Wow, what a coincidence. The program is the Voice of Hope, and yes, I'm called Hope, and I welcome you all. I welcome you, young and old. I welcome you. Come and we share together. Come and we reason together, indeed, as the Bible says. This is the day that the Lord has made, and surely we will rejoice and be glad in it. How is your Monday? How is everyone keeping up? I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're sanitizing. You're having the gunshots here everywhere that you go. And I believe you're keeping safe all the time, doing all that you're supposed to do. Now, on this program, definitely, we have the very voice behind the book. We have the voice, we have the face of the woman herself. But before I introduce her, allow me introduce the program to you. What is this? Kino chichicho bano bani. We are called the Voice of Hope. Fe edoboozi erireeta essuubi. Tuli mu nsi erimu bingi. Tuli mu nsi erimu okutawaana kungi. Abantu baweddemu essuubi because of different reasons bye tukola bye tuyitamu ate ne wajja ne corona nayo neeyongerako. Naye bannaaye essuubi terinaggwaayo. Ndi mukazi mukkiriza era n'omukyala gwe ntuneddayo naye mukazi mukkiriza tukkiriza nti waliwo Katonda. Above all things, there is a God in heaven who makes everything beautiful in his own time. So, what is the Voice of Hope? What is this Thrice I Fell? Thrice I Fell is the story of a woman who actually fell 3 times on the streets of Kampala, and she was picked by strangers, total strangers as you can call it. And from her story, she definitely came up to write a book, and that is what we are sharing today. Beyond sharing or writing her story, she became a voice. She's a mentor, she's a counselor, she's the CEO of an organization called Touching Lives Initiative. Wow, what an icon, what a woman. Now, the Voice of Hope is the purpose of this program is to instill hope, is to come to you live, is to come to your place, is to come to your lounges, your sitting rooms, name it, and we almost tell you what life is, share our stories with you, but also to talk to the ones who are losing hope, who are broken-hearted, who are giving up. Now, calling it at this hour, I would like to call all the viewers. I would like to encourage every person, look, every viewer right now. But now you share the page, like the page, follow us on the page. We are everywhere. We are on Instagram, we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, and everything is definitely on the screen. And then we definitely air. We air different days in a week. On Sunday, we do air on Sunday at 11 a.m. and those are recordings which are shared within the week. But no, please pardon me. Sunday is live. Sunday we go live, and today is a Monday, so you will definitely pardon us. 11 a.m. and then every Wednesday we do share the live, literally the clips we record during the week. So you cannot miss us. If you miss us on Sunday, you will definitely follow us on Wednesday. That is what the times we are out there to record or to share this story with you. And then we will be interacting with different people on this program as well. We will be hosting different people. It's not only us who are sitting here, but we'll be having different people coming and sharing their stories as well, because each and every one of us, I believe, has a testimony. Now, without wasting so much time, allow me introduce a woman. Allow me introduce an icon. Allow me introduce a woman who is a voice or put a face to this story. Herself, she's called Barungi Fiona, and I am hosting her today. And please join me as we welcome her so she can take us through and share with us more about herself and then way forward, because I believe you want to know, I want to know, what is this program, where is it going, what are the benefits, and what is the purpose of this program. So without wasting so much time, allow me to welcome Madame Fiona to this very program so we can follow accordingly. Madame Fiona, you're very much welcome on this program.
Thank you, Nama.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Outstanding.
Oh yes, that's someone say awesome. Awesomeness is all over you. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
And looking at your story, I don't believe actually this is a true story. You look so different from your story.
The grace of God.
Hallelujah. I love that. I love the fact that God can actually overshadow all our stories and give us an image which is completely opposite to our stories. So it's an honor to have you on this program. It's an honor to host you. It's a blessing to have you come share with the audience, with the viewers, what is your journey, the journey you have walked, the milestone. And yes, it is your testimony.
Oh, yes.
So please share with our viewers, tell them, let them get to know you. And I believe more would want to know more about you, so we would encourage them to share, to literally after liking the page, you can always comment. And if there's any question at all that is burning, we can always answer that question. But as all that happens, let's hear from Madame Fiona. And yes, we will follow as we go along.
Thank you, Namara Hope.
Thank you so much.
A good afternoon, viewers out there. I thank God for being here this afternoon. It's a good, beautiful afternoon. And I am called Barungi Fiona, a mother, a friend, a sister. I know, I am very sure that I have a lot of friends out there.
I definitely.
Yeah, and I thank God for the love the people have really shown me. It's, it gives me courage.
That vigor.
And yeah, so much. Because when I look behind and I'm like, oh, sometimes I even beat myself and pinch myself. And I'm like,
are you aware?
Is this the person who really fell thrice on the streets of Kampala? And oh God, being picked by strangers, finding myself in hospitals, and here I am today. I'm being loved. I'm being cared for. I am, wherever I go, people love me. People talk to me. And sometimes, there are some who call me a celebrity, and I don't know anyway.
I think
I'm not yet sure.
You're a celeb. They call them celebs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And how do they call them once again?
Celebs.
Celebs.
Yeah.
Real?
Yeah, celebrities. I mean, the word is too long, so you just abbreviate celebs.
And when they call me that, I can't believe it. And I'm like, oh, really? This is a person who fell thrice? And I can't believe it. And here I am today, sharing my story, talking about my story, giving hope to the hopeless out there. And indeed, one time I was a hopeless person as well, a hopeless mother, single mother, a hopeless woman out there, because those that would see me on the streets of Kampala, walking, munange omuntu ali eyo nga n'okwesiga teweesize. This is real life that I'm talking about. I one time walked on the streets of Kampala, so pale, nozuukuka mu buliri, neweerabira n'okwesiga nti gyebiri, oluusi neweesiga n'ebizigo ne bitakukwatako. And sometimes you pick a dress there, you forget that even people iron. Oh my goodness, that was terrible life. And whenever I think about it, I do not want to even relate with it or remember it. It is terrible. It is so terrible to remember all that, but sometimes, oh yes, I have to,
It's your
because
story.
there's a song that I like that talks about not remembering your past.
The past. Even the Bible says, forget the former things.
Exactly.
Forget the former things, for the Lord is doing a new thing.
Exactly.
Doing a new thing.
Naye nze byo mba njagala bijjukira nnyo, because they move me from somewhere and put me somewhere. Because usually when you forget about your past,
Yes.
though, you know, they tell us to forget about the past, and even the Bible tells that, but me, I'm somehow different in a way that nti bwe nzijukira gye nvudde wange ne neetunuulira, manya nti Katonda gy'ali. Manya nti omuntu oyo gwe njogera naye out there andaba kati ajja gamba, oh,
Yes.
asitukirawo n'ateekamu ebigere mu ngato
Naga
n'atambula.
tekinafa.
Exactly. So here I am, I fell thrice and I was picked thrice from the streets of Kampala.
By strangers.
No, by strangers. Oh yes,
Wow.
people I did not know. And actually there is a lady who, if you're out there watching this, or if you have a sister or a friend, a father, a mother who knows about someone called Jen Aikuru, that lady picked me from the avenue, Parliament Avenue. I think that's how they call it.
Is, yes.
That was, I think, the third time or the second time. The lady picked me, took me at my home. You know what happened? Tujja birabanga story yoyongerayo mu maaso, naye bwe yantuusa awaka, he gave me his card olw'okuba omutwe gwange gwali tegukola bulungi. When I was shifting, I lost the card. That's how I lost that friend, that stranger friend.
Madam Fiona, before
Oh,
I
yes.
cut you off, why were you falling in the first place? Why did you fall 3 times on the streets of Kampala?
It's hard to explain. Sometimes it becomes emotional, but
Just,
yes,
just,
I have
just,
to
just
put
a
it.
recap, like a background to this.
Oh, I was falling because of what I was going through.
Stress and trauma.
Yeah, and a lot of things. It was a mixture of like 3 or 5 things in a way. And of course, I failed to handle, and yet I had to get out there, go fend for my family.
Wow.
So a lot of
Incredible.
things, yeah. Byali bingi nga sikyetegeera, just imagining ng'otandise okwesiiga ng'ebizigo tebikukwatako. You smear yourself even if you put Vaseline on yourself, but you know, your body stays, your skin stays pale.
In other words, you had so much in you. You almost became like a container that contained so much. You
Oh,
took
yes.
in so much that you actually, your own self could contain. Hence the falling, because once you fall, there is a release. There is a kind of relief actually. So when you fall, you almost come, you get back to your senses in a way, and you look out for the worst to happen.
Yeah. Actually, at least how I wish that each time someone is going through such situation, there's a shoulder to lean on. Oh, viewers, mikwano janga, I didn't have a shoulder to lean on. It was so challenging. Oh, whenever I think about it, I'm like, oh. But later on, I'm like, andiwa kaviora, andiwa nonjogera eri abantu, those that have lost hope. Being encouraging, abademu bajipikinge, bateke ebigere mu ngato. They get out there to look for how they can live. Obulamu tebuba bwangu. But there are women in my life that I never forget. And each time I forget, you know, God is so beautiful. Do you know, God reminds me of these women. Jen Aikulu, I've looked for her. When I was publishing this book in 2016, I tried to look for this lady, went on radios, on TV. Oh my goodness. Mukama nyamba, omukyala oyo obeereyo, bwe sikulaba, at least I get at least your child somewhere. Your child, your relative. Mbasasule. I like revenging. I
In a
don't
good
revenge
way.
in bad, yeah. Never. Sisasura bubi.
That
I
is
revenge.
that's being kind.
Exactly.
You know, in the Bible, there is that man called. There is a story, very interesting story in that Bible that says there was 2 friends, Jonathan and David, and Jonathan definitely had a father who was Saul, and Saul was against David, and he was after his own life, and the son became a friend to David, and David really didn't know what would happen with his life, but he said they made a covenant. I said, if I never help you, then I'll help your son. And actually, David
that's
comes to remember,
that's neat.
and the son is called Mephibosheth. And in a place as bad as it was, David actually kept his promise. So it is a good way to revenge.
Oh, yes.
In that kind of manner of like, say, is there anybody I can show kindness?
Exactly.
Is there anybody who still lives
Oh,
of the
yes.
house of that
Yeah,
lady?
yeah.
Is there anybody? She's called Jen.
She's called Jen Aikulu.
So is there anybody who still lives of the household of Jen that Fiona can show the kindness.
Oh,
that
Jen,
kindness.
Jen.
Yes.
If Jen is out there, or if may a sister or an auntie or a daughter, whoever is watching, and you know a lady called Jen Aikulu, I believe she was coming from the north. Oh, she's very beautiful, beautiful, dark-skinned lady, tall, you know, slender. She was beautiful. She actually looked like me. You know, if people found me with her moving, taking me to the car, they would think she was my sister. And when she took me to the car after I had gotten back to my senses,
Yeah.
I looked for the the car key. I could not get it, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, you're driving." Oh, she didn't believe that I was driving, that I could drive a car.
Stronger than you look. Now, going back as we continue to go on, briefly tell us about how you came up with this. Of course, you wrote a book. You wrote a book, Thrice You Fail. That is your true story. But then how do we come to get to this program? Because now we are bringing a book live. We are going through the pages of Thrice I Fail, hence becoming the voice of hope.
Okay, there are things that, you know, kept on my mind, and I always thought I would do something. There are, you know, women that stayed on my mind, and of course a few men that made me be strong, and I decided to write a book. You know, to help people there understand that you should try to be a shoulder to lean on for someone. You know, don't leave people alone. And there are women that I really think about, and I'm like, wow. There's a lady again called Linda, who actually, you know, when I was thinking of writing a book, there are people that I look up to, and I'm like, no, there are people that the world should know that they have beautiful hearts. Because me, I never call them good hearts or something of the sort. They are beautiful heart. You know, you looking at a woman who's beautiful physically and then beautiful inside. There are very few.
Very few,
Linda
yes.
is a beautiful woman when you look at her physical appearance, and she has a beautiful heart. This lady one time phoned me before a shop. Me and her were doing a cosmetic business, so she was like my partner. Had parked the car. Of course, she saw me getting out of the car. Getting out of the car, you're going to lock the car so that I get into a shop. When she saw me, she was actually going to enter. She came running, and like she was so scared. She caught me and put me back in my car. And I'm like, Linda, are you okay? Because she didn't even say hello to me. So I was like, what have I done? What is wrong with me? I started checking myself. I thought maybe I could have like spoiled as a woman. I could have spoiled my dress behind and stuff like that. But when I looked at myself, nothing was good. I was Linda. She said, Fiona, don't worry. I'll tell you where in the car. I sat on the steering, of course. She sat on the co-driver's seat, and she said, Fiona, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. Are you sure? Yes, I'm very okay. First look at yourself. Oh, of course, yes, I checked myself. I saw my dress. I checked my skin. And she asked me, did you see me? I said, very well. She did not believe. But you're putting on a dress that is not ironed. Just imagine, look at a car that you're coming out of, and look at yourself, how you look like. You know, people would think you're mad. A driver who is actually mad. Bayinza okukubira enduulu.
Kubanga kyebalaba tebakitegeera. Anyway, looking through the camera and definitely communicating with our audience. Today is the day we are starting this beautiful program. It's a program, it's a book we are bringing to life. It's a true story of an icon, a beautiful woman I would actually call an inspiration to many. But we want to address our public, we want to address our audience. They definitely have expectations. So with this program starting today, with the expectation that everyone has out there, what are we going to deliver? How are we coming? What are we supposed to be sharing right now with the public? If you can give them like thumbs up, let us literally bring them in, involve them in, let them know what they have to expect from us. So from here, where do we go?
From here, I believe we are here to share, tell the world what we are planning, banange tufumba ekintu.
Kintu kiri mu kifumba.
Tufumba ekintu, and I believe the world is going to benefit from this, because there is a mother out there who could be going through what I went through. There is a mother out there who has actually started that journey, and you have lost hope. There is a single mother. There is a man out there ayagala okulaba bino n'otegeera. Munange bw'oba olina omukyala ng'olina engeri gy'omukwata bubi, mukwate bulungi. please don't regret. There's nothing as bad as regretting ng'oziika mukazi wo kofi n'ogirabaawo naye ng'otandika kuwa speech ennungi ng'ebyo wandimubulidde ng'ali mulamu. Bannange omuntu ali eyo, we want you to be ready. Share this story with others. Share the page, like the page. Tuwere ekino tukifunemu nga tuli bangi so that we benefit. Twagala kuddayo mabega, twagala tutandike n'abantu baffe nga tuli bangi ng'ekintu tukisitula bulungi. So omuntu ali eyo ng'olina ky'oyitamu kati nga hope yagenda dda ng'otandise okugamba nga bwe nagamba. Actually, do you know what, my friends, the viewers, omuntu yenna asobola okugamba ne bw'aba nga amanyi Katonda atya. Everyone can say God doesn't make sense. Natuuka ekiseera ne ŋŋamba Katonda taliiyo. Ono omwana gwe mulaba wano yakuzibwa ng'alina emyaka mitono nnyo, yakulizibwa mu Katonda, yamanya Katonda ki ky'akola, yamanye. Naye natuuka ekiseera ne ŋŋamba olimba Mukama toliiyo. Sisobola kubanga mpita mu bino nga gy'oli. Omuntu ali eyo ng'oli mweyo embeera bannange, you have a situation that you are going through nga togitegeera naawe ng'otandise okuyingira mu mmotoka ennungi n'ogivuga nga teweesiize, togolodde, enviiri tozisaniridde. Bannange, and I actually appeal to women. Omanyi abakazi tuli bazibu nnyo. Mu kifo ky'okukwata ku mukono munno otuuka eri n'otandika okumwambula, okumugeya, okumwambula. But oh, I salute Linda. When she found me getting out of my car. She put me back in my car. She said, Fiona, drive. I said, where are you taking me? Drive. This lady forced me to go to the salon. She actually told me, drive, like you're on a gun point. Vuga emmotoka sagala byakunsiriwalirako. Tosobola kubanga olabika bw'otyo. She forced me, took me to a salon, parked my car, took me to a salon and told the hairdresser guy to, put properly my hair. And after that, she said, okay, now, go back in the car. We went home. I dressed up well. And she asked me, where were you going? I told her. And after that, where were you going? I would be picking the child at school. And she's like, are you okay? Bwotyo bw'okima abaana b'oku ssomero. Ndowooza n'abaana b'oku ssomero n'abateachers na biki byonna baali balowooza bamba akakazi kano kaggwa eddalu naye kakyalina amagezi agavuga emmotoka. It is so horrible that you're going through that situation right now. Twagala kuwa hope tukutegeeze nti ebintu bikyaliyo nti Katonda asobera. Essuubi gye liri tewali kirema Mukama. There's nothing as beautiful as God.
I mean, going forward, definitely as we go on, at the moment this was us coming to you and giving you almost a recap of what is going to happen. Because we had earlier promised, I think within a week or so we had promised you that we were definitely coming live, and some of you are now asking what is happening. Bana ekyekyabawo mwatugamba mugenda kubeera live tetubalaba. Ekintu mwatulimba gye kiyite kiriyo. Ekintu gye kiri era yeffe be mulaba ffe. The ambassadors of hope, we are the ones, we are the voice of hope. And yes, right now, when tukoma wano tujja ekintu nga bwe mukiraba kitandise era Mukama yakivuga. Ne kakati twagala okubagamba kiri nti tuze nga tujidde particular class of people. Tujidde abaami, tujidde abakyala, tujidde abaana, bannaye tujidde
abawala abatannaba kufumbirwa nga beetegeka.
Bannaye wali abagaayo ekintu nga nkikoye, bannaye nga nsabye, nga nsize ensigo, nga nninze.
Abalenzi abavubuka nga bategekera bufumbo bwabwe.
Basire queens nabo gye bali bannaye ebintu
waliwo ne babayita Sire Kings ne Sire Mamas. Mwe mwenna abali
bannaye tuze. Follow us, like the page. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are on Instagram, we are on YouTube. Follow the link below. The links are below. Please follow us. Muleke kino kintu kivuge ffenna era tweyongereyo. And definitely as we proceed, as we progress on, tugenda kuira story ya Fiona ono. Fiona ina story is very interesting. She has a book, Thrice I Fell, Yet Whole Boldly I Stand, as you heard her. And indeed, as we dig through the pages of this book, follow us, like the page. Bannaye kamu muyita abantu bawele, like us, and let us work together and share everything together. And until next time, definitely, tukomawo, bannaye katukomewo. Kino ekintu nga tukyongerayo, leka tulakinge page newe tukome tusaye nga muweze. Kintu kivuge bulungi. We really thank you so much, and definitely we love you from the SETI as it is. Just a reminder or a correction of what I had said earlier. We are going to be live on Saturday, not Sunday. Live on Saturday at 2 p.m. So Saturday, 2 p.m., please All of you tune in, mukwate banaye mutuule muterere chai tunywe, twejjukanye mutunyumye tunyumyemu. And definitely from this side, we love you, take care, and as it is, as the slogan of the year almost, stay safe as we all indeed practice even the health of each and everyone around us. And when everything is done, the glory goes back to God. Shalom, shalom.